Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. My name is Nate the Lawyer, and let me get into the chat to see how everybody's doing today. Wow, I got a whole bunch of people in here. What's going on, everyone? How's everybody doing? Camera is on. I see you all. Simos, what's up? What's up? Yes, yes, yes. Hey, Greg. What's going on? What's going on, everybody in the chat? We have another day, and the trial isn't going on, but it's been a pretty exciting week. It's been a pretty exciting week. Um, we've gotten to kind of see kind of like this halftime of the trial, which I always think is fascinating because when you're in it, it just seems so much. Every day you get something new, and then you kind of have this lull, right? And you're just kind of waiting for a week, and to fill the void, you try to look for other stories and things of that nature. But it's just like there's just so much about this story that you can just talk about forever. Lead, what's going on? The lead attorney. Salute Nate. Salute Lead. Hey, we gotta talk, man, because Cardi's going to trial here in New York. Cardi B's going to trial here in New York, for beating up two bartenders, and that trial is set. So Lead, I might be wanting to hook up with you, so because I can be in the courtroom here. I don't think they're gonna allow cameras in, but I can be there because I'm I got connects in the Queens courthouse. So we got to talk because so everybody doesn't know, Lead was actually in the courthouse for the defamation lawsuit in Atlanta for Cardi B, and he was given so I'm listening to his coverage. He's giving this great coverage of being in the courtroom because it wasn't filmed. But now she's going to be in criminal court, so we may be able to reverse it. So Lead, definitely, and thanks for the $20, man. I really appreciate it. So yeah, that's going to be good. Hey, good morning. And if you guys haven't met, don't forget to subscribe to the Lead Attorney. This is my brother-in-law. He covers everything. And if you want to grow a YouTube channel, you gotta check out Lead. Lead is he's the man. He got a whole little system. He joined his Patreon. It's really good. Why am I talking so much about the Lead Attorney? You see, that's what they call him, the Lead Attorney. He even got us talking about it. All right. Hey, what's going on? Hello, how you doing? Everybody is here waiting for it. So a couple of quick announcements before we get started. Number one, we're going to be playing Objections again, 9:00 tomorrow. It's going to be the drinking version of it, though. So, now you don't got to take shots. We're going to have beer. Everybody's going to be drinking something different. I think Whole Law is going to be here. He said he's going to be drinking tea, and I'm going to be, I got to have beer. Some people are going to have, but we're going to be taking drinks if we lose. So for those of you who don't know the Objections game, we're going to be listening to live trial testimony and listening to it. And if we going to try to see if we can call the objections right. That's 9 p.m. tomorrow. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to have the lawyers. We're going to be playing against the chat, and we'll be drinking. If you come and drink with us, if you guys, but again, it doesn't have to be alcohol. I'll be drinking alcohol, but other people will be drinking other things, and just have some fun. Mega pints. I think I might call it mega pints. This is good. Yeah. So we're going to the Objections game, mega pints, and it'll give us a chance to catch up on some of the trial testimony if you guys missed it. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. Mega pints. I'm thinking we call it. Nate, do you think Amber's team is thinking, I can't wait for this to be over? I mean, you can't be that ignorant and pass the bar, right? They may be, but who knows? What's the second announcement is Nate and Eric. Okay, so for those of you, this stream is going to be about two articles that have been published. They're coming after us in Lawtube, for covering the trial the way we're doing it, and it's really it's a money thing. Let's just make no doubt about it. It's a money thing. Our coverage is taken away from their coverage, and they're coming at us and they want to throw some shade at us. But that's more than fine. So we're going to read those articles. We have another channel, Nate and Eric, that's coming up at 12:00. We're going to be over there. Now we have Viva stopping by. We have Alita from Legal Bite stopping by, and we're going to be doing all their Amber Heard memes. We're going to be doing some of the Young Thug, his indictment for RICO charges, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So that's going to be good. And we're specifically going to be looking at reenactments of Amber Heard's testimony. So you know how she said she walked out to Johnny, he slapped her, and then she turned around. It's like, but hold on, if he slapped you in the face and you turned around, then you're not looking at it. It's like everything that she says, if you just play it out, it's so crazy. It's like it just doesn't make sense. So we're gonna watch those memes with people actually playing out her testimony to show you that things are just not adding up. So that's what we're going to be doing at 12 o'clock. And we'll be looking at some of that stuff here. So let me look at the chat, see if there's any questions. And I like these type of streams because it's a little bit easier to manage. We're just nice and flowing, and I can answer your questions easier too. Morning from Virginia. Hey. I don't know if you're close to the trial, but that's going to be exciting. I know my friend Lauren Lumber, he's looking to try to get in there. He said you got to stand out there at 2 o'clock in the morning. Megapites of med. Okay, I don't know what med is, but wow, mainstream media is watching you, Nate. Yeah. Well, so you guys don't know what's going on. Huge fan. Thanks. I appreciate it. So you guys don't know what happens in the background because like for instance, a lot of the coverage that we make, I get reached out to people on both sides for even some of the bigger stories I've covered, right? I've talked to both sides and like, hey, you have comments, you want to come on, you want to give your side of the story. So it's being in this position, it's interesting that people do want to tell you the side of the story because of the platform, because of you people, right? That's the reason why they want to get invested in this. Alita and Indy, looking forward to the chat too. Yeah, thank you. All right, so for you guys today, let me explain to you what's been going on in the past couple of days. So first, The Guardian came out with an article more or less throwing shade at us, right, for our coverage, saying that we're being too harsh to poor Amber Heard. Poor Amber Heard, the person who got the $7 million settlement, the person who married Johnny Depp, right? We're being too hard on her. And we're being too hard on her because she's a victim. And like, so we're gonna get into that. Check your cam focus. Oh, should I focus it up a little bit more? All right. There it is. Maybe that might be a little bit more focused. Yeah, it's a little bit more focused. Now you can see the pores in my skin, hopefully. Thanks. $2 super chat. Hope these articles have the Streisand effect. That's what it did. One of them did. John O'Brien, new PR team is in overdrive. Yeah. They're making it happen. So let me stop teasing all these articles. Here's the first article I'm going to show you guys. So this one is from The Guardian. Let's look at The Guardian first. All right. So this is The Guardian. So The Guardian's headline. So this is The Guardian. They got their ad up here. And this is their headline. So their headline is Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp has turned into trial by TikTok, and we're all worse for it. So essentially, this person is saying that we should take this trial seriously, right? That's what this person's saying. This person's saying, we got to take this trial seriously. A woman saying that she was abused by a man is nothing to laugh at. It's nothing to mock. We should take this trial seriously and take her allegations seriously, right? So let's read through it. I'll show you exactly what they're trying to say. I think I highlighted a portion. Well, we can start from the beginning too. Say what you like about Amber Heard. Seriously, no, seriously, do. I like the way she's writing it as if she's saying it, right? Seriously, do. You can say that. It says you can say that the actor took a bump of cocaine while on the stand during one of the most high-profile defamation cases of the century. You can say she stole her lines from the talented Mr. Ripley and recite them in court while testifying about her relationship with fellow actor Johnny Depp. On social media, you can say both these baseless, untrue things and many other beside. Yeah, because, those are opinions, right? You see something in the nose, that's an opinion. Even though it's a wild opinion, it's an opinion. And that's what public figures, right? It's really nothing you can do. You got to take the good with the bad. Oops. It says in the past weeks, both of these have found they spread like wildfire. I will say this. As a commentator, you do have to be careful of the misinformation because the talented Mr. Ripley thing, that is misinformation. $5 super chat from Bronchites said, good morning. I'm a recent subscriber and have really been enjoying your content. Peace from a fellow Bronxite. Hey, what's up? Hey, thanks for joining us. Welcome. Yeah, the Bronx is rough. But welcome. Thanks for joining me. Another super chat from Bella's mom. The writer of that might be a friend of Amber's girlfriend. It's possible, but she's trying to say that we're being too mean to Amber. We're being mean to her. Let me go back to the article. So this is what I want to get back to, the part in which she starts scolding us. So some people in here were talking about the Streisand effect, and it happened with this article. So let me get it. Where's the part in here that I highlighted for you guys? So the Streisand effect is definitely in full effect in this article. All right, here we go. So first, let me share with you. Now, our friend, his name is Law and Lumber. So to show you how stupid the news media can be, the Streisand effect is in full effect. So we have a friend named Law and Lumber, and he just created his YouTube channel. He had like no subscribers a week ago. So the Guardian writes this piece and points to his video, and his video goes viral. And now he has 30,000 subscribers because of the Streisand effect. People are like, whoa, what the hell is this video about? So it's pointing them all to his video. I'm trying to pull up his channel right now. And I am a subscriber too. So he's got me, Laura, and you've seen him. His name is Rob. You've seen him on this channel. He's actually he live streams. He's a fantastic guy. Rob is amazing. He's actually he's local in Virginia near the courthouse. So he's going to be doing he's going to be in the courthouse giving us live testimony from in the courthouse. So Rob is an amazing person. And you'll meet him probably the night of objections, because he'll be here. So but I want to share with you his channel to show you how crazy this is. So this is the video. And it's woodworker. Let me make sure you guys can see this. It says woodworker attorney debunks Amber Heard's broken bed testimony, because she said something about the broken bed. Now, Rob he's a woodsmith. Like he's good at he knows like all the intricacies. He explained it to us. So he knows how wood works, the grains and all stuff. He knows, grain tread length or whatever he says. He goes into this video and breaks it down and shows how her story doesn't match reality, right? It's like, wood can't do this, which he's saying. So I think you guys should watch this video. But now I want to point to you one thing. Look how many views this video's got. This video has got 584,000 views, and he's got 34.7 thousand subscribers. Almost 35,000 subscribers. Let's go to his about page. This is what happens when they put you in the paper. His channel literally started the end of in April. His channel just started, and he's almost at 1 million views. So they're blowing him up and has exploded him on YouTube. So he just created his channel in less than 2 weeks. He's got 35,000 subscribers. So yeah, so them trying to throw shade at my man has actually helped him. So let me show you how they tried to throw shade at him and wind up helping him out. Let me get these super chats out of here. It's crazy. When she testified to part 1, had a mild outburst, which led my 10-year-old to ask, "What's up?" I quoted the slapped and turned around to face him part. He looked at me and said, "How does that even work? Mommy and Johnny and John do everything." Yes, I know. It's funny because when I first heard it, I was like, that didn't make sense. Like somebody smacks you, and I turned, and it was like, what? No, they just smacked you. But maybe he smacked her hard enough that she turned and she had to turn. But I just don't know. I don't know that woman. It just didn't make any sense. But it's Amber Heard. We don't expect it to make sense. Thanks for the $10 super chat. Here we are. Mary. Amber created the absurdity, and the public is responding. Yes. It's funny because you can't. If you this is a public trial, and we're the public, and we're watching it and judging it for ourselves. This is Katia says this trial is not only exposing Amber but also the media. Facts. Tapes have been out there for years. They don't bother covering now. They mad. Death, money, time, things same. That's true. And they really want. The problem is that they can't run the narrative, right? The narrative they can't run, and that's the problem. The problem is they can't run the narrative, but we can run the narrative. And that's what they've lost. They've lost the ability to tell you what to believe. Well, because we can now watch it live, right? You as a fan of this channel, right? As a fan of Alita, as a fan of Nick, as a fan of Emily, can watch it for yourself. And when they tell you she seemed believable, you can look at it and say, no, she did. I watched it, right? I watched it live. And that's the problem. They've lost that ability to control the information. And that's what it's about. It's about controlling the information and telling you what to think about it versus you seeing it and saying, what do I think about it for myself? The underlying facts. And it's a powerful thing when you can take the underlying facts and I can tell you what they are to get you to buy into the narrative I want to sell you, right? Versus here are the facts. You come to your own conclusions. And you have to understand that's a part of control. If I can control the way you think about the facts before presenting them, then I can control the narrative on how you should feel about them. And that's exactly what's happening here. But the problem is that with Lawtube and with us, we don't allow you to do that because just watch it yourself. We'll tell you what we think. But like, for instance, Kurt from Uncivil Law, we were all watching the trial together. We're all watching the trial together, right? And we're all saying she seems full of crap the first day. And Kurt watched it. He said, she seems credible. Now the chat blew up. We all blew up. And now we're having an argument about whether she's credible or not, right? You won't see that on any network show, right? No, you won't see that. But for us, that's what we do, right? Somebody sees, and then the next day, and then we evaluate. That's what this is about. But it seems like a lot of these news organizations want you to think one thing: she's a bad person, or she's a good person, he's a bad person, and anything outside of that is wrong. John says, we report, you decide. But actually, no. We decide, you report. That's the way they do it. So let's get back to this article. So that's essentially what happened. So he got heavy Streisand effect. He got from 0 to 35,000 subscribers and 1 million views because they tried their hit piece, and their hit piece had the opposite effect of sending them to the stratosphere. I work for Rebel. I have taken I think it's Red Bull. I work for Red Bull. I've taken a can or 3 to the face. Amber throwing a Red Bull at JD definitely hurts. You work for Red Bull? You need to get hazard pay if they throw in Red Bulls at you. You throw some at me, I want to drink them. I love Red Bull. I'm sorry to laugh at your pain, but you got problems if they do Red Bulls. Oh my God. All right. So let me get back to this video. This I want to call it an article, but it is. So here's the Guardian's article. And so remember, I just showed you Lauren Lumber's video, and now it's got like almost 600,000 views. So this is what she writes. For many, the case has become a source of comedy, right? On TikTok, crying and laughing emojis abound. On courtroom clips, clips with titles such as "Funniest Witness Moments So Far" and "Johnny Depp's Funniest Moments Part 3." One user put a filter on footage of Amber Heard's testimony so that her nose portrayed it like Pinocchio's. Can somebody find that? I would like to see that when she's giving a testimony and her nose is growing. You people are sick people on TikTok. You're sick people. But I need to see that video. Please, somebody point it to me. That's got to be hilarious. Here we go. On YouTube, anyone and everyone is weighing in. A video entitled "Woodworker Attorney to Books Amber Heard's Broken Bread Testimony" has more than 277,000 views. Boom. Thank you for the shout out. News websites have repeated unfounded claims and uncritical articles with hands-off headlines like "Viewers Notice" and "People Are Saying." They're reporting things that people are saying factually, and she's got a problem with that. People are saying this. That's telling you what people are saying. Doesn't mean it's true. And this is sometimes the problem with the mainstream media for me. Why do they treat us like children, right? Like, yes, I can hear bad stuff and know people are saying that's just rumors, right? I'm not going to read that and go, oh my God, it's absolutely true, right? That's the reason why they say people are saying. That doesn't mean it's true. Well, my God, I don't know. Grats, my first donation. Thank you, Jelly. Thank you for the super chat. That's the problem with me in the mainstream media. Don't treat me like a child, right? I want to hear the Russian propaganda and laugh at it, Don't suppress it. I want to hear. I want to hear what people are saying and laugh at it, right? I might say, that's interesting, and laugh at it, right? If it's untrue, like don't treat me like a child and hide it from me. Like, I want to save your virgin ears from. That's ridiculous. Stop it. This is grandstanding. Now, this is where she gets into, or the person who wrote this article gets into the whole grandstanding, to the whole, I'm such a, you guys are not doing it right. So there's a right way to cover it. Listen to this, guys. Is it too much to ask that we treat a somber issue somberly? That we don't turn a serious and sensitive trial into content for our feeds? In an ideal world, now this is where I think she loses me. In an ideal world, I don't think Amber Heard makes these baseless accusations. In an ideal world, I think that we would believe evidence, right, and testimony over bullshit, right? In an ideal world, I would believe that people wouldn't make up things that are so easily debunked, so we can laugh at, right? That in an ideal world. But she's just putting it in an ideal world. When something like this happens, we would take it more seriously. Well, just to be clear, we are taking it seriously, right? See, the problem with this person's article is, I think, twofold. Number one, we're not children. We can hear whatever we want to have come on a decision, right? But number two, she's assuming that me and everybody here who watches the trial every single second with me, right? Alita, Legal Bites, Uncivil, Viva, everybody, right? We're all watching the trial every single minute, right? So nobody can tell us that you don't know what you're talking about, right? We're all lawyers and we're all watching every single minute and judging what we see. So her in an ideal world, you look at all the facts and then come to a conclusion, right? That's what we do in an ideal world. But she doesn't want that. She wants her own version, right? This is what she believes is ideal. In an ideal world, you get all the facts and make your own conclusions. But in her ideal world, you kind of buy into the narrative before you make any conclusions. And this is the part that troubles me, because again, what her ideal world is may be different than what I believe an ideal world is. So she's coaching it in this moral high ground, which I don't think she really has. So in an ideal world, even the most salacious celebrity court case would be covered in a dignified and respectful manner. Just like OJ, right? OJ was covered in a dignified and respectful manner, right? Like this isn't new. Like a lot of these things were covered in a non-dignified and respectful manner. But the what is not dignified than watching every freaking second of the trial, right? And then coming to a conclusion. For instance, my own journey with this trial. When I first read the Johnny Depp complaint, I know some of you are going to be upset, but I'm honest with my opinion. I read it and I said, suing for defamation, 6 years, he didn't abuse his wife. It's going to be a hard one to win, Johnny. I thought it was going to be a hard one. And I said it. I went up there and I said it. It's going to be hard to win. I don't think Johnny can do it. And then, but that's your first impression, right? I got no facts. I'm just looking at him like defamation trial. Johnny Depp is going to be a loser. That's what I thought, right? Most of these are losers. Then I sat my behind down and watched every single second of the trial, right? I watched every second. I watched his testimony, her testimony, witnesses, exhibits. I watch wrap-ups. I'm looking at evidence. I'm looking at deposition. I'm looking at everything. 3 weeks later, I look and I said, interesting. It looks like this bitch is lying. John says, enjoy the artist education. Thank you, John. Thank you. Oh my God. John is another my brother-in-law. Yeah. Let me take down some of your super chats because I know you guys are holding on. Thank you. You guys are being so generous. Thank you with the super chats. This says, we read this one. Work for Red Bull. Sorry about that. You got to throw me some of those Red Bulls too. Hook me up. Michael Smith says, have you seen a supercut of all the times she said, I remember or understand? No, but I'm going to look for that. I'm writing that down. Supercut. Hold on. Supercut of I remember. I'm going to be checking that one out. Thank you for the $5. But yeah, that's going to be checked out like ASAP. You're right, Nate. I'm a retired journalist. Mainstream media can control their biased narrative. When YouTubers can show us the truth in real time, they don't want that. They don't want that. They got two articles all of a sudden out of it. Echo says, Nate, you're awesome. Your input, kindness, and humor help me get through this crazy mess. Thank you. Blessings to you and your family. Have a wonderful weekend. You too. Thank you so much, Echo Charlie. Thank you so much. And thank you guys. You guys have been so generous. Thank you. Let me see if I missed any of your super chats before I continue on with this story. I'm going to star them so I can read them in a second. Oh, this one came in, so I'll read it. Influencer says something no one has really talked about is that Charles Harder, the defamation expert who crushed Gawker, used to rep Amber. He didn't take this case. I didn't think about that. Wow. That's interesting. I got to look that up. Good point. See, I learned something every day. I got more homework. You guys give me more homework. So here we go. So we left off with their saying, we are not dignified. We are not dignified people in reading and watching this case. You are not dignified. You crazies out there watching Amber Heard lie to the court and lie to everybody and change the story. We're not watching it dignified. God damn. But this article is so dignified. Oh, here we go. Even the biggest, most ardent, most invested fan would put aside. This is the back in the day argument. Listen to the back in the day switch, right? Even the biggest, most ardent, most invested fan will put aside their hero worship while the jury deliberates. I'm going to read. This is a dramatic reading. If their idol sexually assaulted a woman with a liquor bottle, we would be different. But the article assumes that we believe that she's telling the truth. We believe she's a liar. That's the problem. I don't believe the bottle thing happened. I'm sorry. I believe women. I believe victims. I don't believe her. Right? When her story is so crazy where you're like, my God, that's impossible to happen. When think about what this is essentially saying. This is saying we should tentatively believe Amber's story, right? We should tentatively believe it and hold her belief no matter what else happened. And maybe I should speak to this interviewer, the person who wrote this directly. So this is me talking to her. Listen, I've watched every single moment of the trial, right? And the reason why I do not believe her is because all the evidence that's been presented that can substantiate any of her claims is non-existent. Now, we're not talking about one or two or three things. We're talking about years of incidents, right? So, for instance, as an example, here is Johnny Depp. Here's what he's presented to us, right? Now, this is how I would have crossed the doctor. I would have put something up and would have listed it, line right down and said, here's what Amber Heard has presented to help us think about her testimony. She's presented her own story, right? She's presented the psychologist, but it's really just started. And what facts support her? Well, nobody saw anything. Nobody, everything that she says is really a first person accounting, right? This happened to me. I'm the only person that was there. It was me and him alone. He did this to me while he was alone. Okay. Taking that and say, that's her story. Then I got another side saying, all that stuff she said happened is bullshit. So I said, okay, well, I don't believe that side either. I don't believe Johnny and them side either. I don't believe them. Show me the evidence, right? Show me why you're saying she's BS. And what did they bring up? Let's start with, here's all my security people. All my security people, right? None of them said they saw anything, right? Matter of fact, they said she was the one beating him up. Okay. That's starting to convince me. All right, well, but they said that they were paid by Johnny and Johnny owns them, right? He pays them. So I said, okay, there's a little bias there. Johnny's sister, his best friend, the agent, everybody's coming out. She was the abuser. Everybody's coming out. We saw she's hitting him. All right. All right. All those people have biases. All those people, we can say, well, he's paying their paychecks, so all of them have biases. So I put that in the back of my mind. All right. So he has other people who are willing to come to the stand, raise their hand at the penalty of perjury and says, I'll go to jail if you find that I'm lying. Everything Johnny's saying is accurate, and what she's saying is untrue. Former cops, former everybody. All right. So I got to believe they're all lying. Put that in the background. Then, on top of that, we got cops. Right? One set of cops, she says, he beat me up, and I called the cops. Cops come, no injuries, no nothing, no crime, no nothing. The cops are lying. Okay. Maybe those two cops who did the investigation are lying or incompetent. But that's not it. We got another set of cops that came. They did the same shit again. They're corrupt. They found them. They're corrupt. All right. So the cops, those cops are corrupt. The building manager, looking in her face 3 feet away, I saw nothing. She wasn't injured. He's lying too, right? How many fucking people got to be lying? All right. So her nurse said the shit didn't happen either. All right. What about the goddamn doctor? Her doctor, right? The doctor that physically examined her. He's got to say shit didn't happen. He's saying the shit didn't happen. So everybody I hear saying the shit she's saying is not true. All third parties, doctors, Lord. Matter of fact, even her fucking employee says that she was all fucked up. And that's who this article over here wants me to fucking believe. It wants me to believe her over all of these people. Am I being unreasonable, people? Really? Am I being fucking unreasonable in saying I believe she's full of shit because all the evidence that's been presented? Now, I want to be fair. We got to be fucking fair. She could put on a case and have some witnesses come up there to change my mind. We got to be open to that, right? The trial isn't over. We at halftime, right? Halftime when I like to think about it like the fucking Super Bowl. Remember, the Patriots are down 28-3 at halftime. And the fat lady, she was on the stage warming up. Me. She was warming up. That game was over. And they came back and won it. So we're at halftime. So I don't know what's going to happen at the end of the game. But my money is on Depp. Big time. So can she provide some evidence? Yes. But right now, she's provided nothing. So I'm taking all of that evidence I've gotten right now, right? Not any of this fucking bullshit spin and thinking about it. And like, everybody fucking saying something different. Everyone is saying something different. She's the only one that saw this. She's the only one that's saying this. I think I'm going to believe the other guy until she can give me something to back it up. So now all the stuff and then even with the testimony that she's giving now is different than what she said before. I'm like, yo, I just saw that. I saw the deposition from the UK case. She said she didn't even remember her hitting her. She didn't remember none of this shit. And now in the new case, she remembers everything. What? So based on me watching every fucking minute of the trial, based on me watching every fucking minute of what she said, based on me looking at all the goddamn evidence, I believe my conclusion that she's full of shit at this moment in time is not only reasonable, but it's probably the right thing to think based on what we've seen. Matter of fact, I would like if you believe she's fucking telling the truth, point me to the evidence that gets me there, that gets me to even think that this could be possible. Because right now I'm not there. Right now I'm not fucking there. And that's what this article fails to understand. If I believe someone is fucking lying to me, then I'm going to mock them. I'm like, you're a fucking liar. And I think she's a liar. But my tune can change unless she has some great evidence. Here we are. The fandom has never drawn a line between the courtroom door and we all are poorer for it. No, wrong. We are all better for it. We are all better for it because we can see it for ourselves and judge it. By doing this, by making the trial public, by televising it, it has made us all jurors. We are all jurors to the case and we are watching it play out live. This is not just for the media to pretend that they're the only people who can do it. We are the jurors. And we, because it's a public trial, we the public We have a right to judge what we see. And this woman is saying we shouldn't judge what we see. Bullshit. Thanks for becoming a new member. I'm ranting like a maniac right now. But this shit is it's crazy how these little ridiculous stuff piss you off. And we haven't even gotten to the other article. This is just part one. Let me get to your super chats. Oh my God. This shit is crazy. Here we go. Oops, I gotta take these old ones out. All right, got that one. And here we go. Boom. $5 from Laura G says, the writer doesn't get that AH is getting mocked for mocking all DV victims with her lies. Yeah, that's as true as it can get. That's you get the super chat of the day. I don't think she understands that. Frosty the Sandwich says, I doubt she will be pursuing the somber mentality if the narrative were on Amber's favor. If this was switched, it would be a different story. The big issue with this case is that Johnny's a man. If Johnny was a woman, we wouldn't be having this conversation. It would be he would be done. If Johnny was a woman, then I think it's obvious. Think of just like, I really want people to think about this, and I say this all the time, but I really think about it. Just imagine if you walk into someone's home, right? You walk into their house, and you see the place ransacked, and you see the husband. He looks fine. He's got no injuries. He's sitting there. Maybe got some stuff on his hand, right? Stuff is all blown up. Then you see the wife. The wife's clothes is tattered. She's got bruises on her face, and her tip of her finger's cut off. And you say, what happened? And the husband says, she cut her own goddamn finger off. She's crazy. What do you think is going to happen? What are you going to believe? Are you going to believe that guy is some innocent man and the wife is crazy? No, right? He's going to jail. He's going to jail for domestic violence. That's what happened in this case. That's exactly what happened in this case. But because Amber's a woman, they didn't call the cops. They didn't do anything. They took him to the hospital and get his finger fixed. She chopped off his goddamn finger. That's what happened. So that's what I think the mainstream media is struggling with, is because they were wrong. Believed they tried, they bought hook, line, and sinker what Amber was selling, and now that it's being exposed, they're trying to hide it and cover it up and saying we're being too disrespectful to the story. No, they never respected the story, and now they have to eat this shit. Next super chat. Thanks for the $10. $2 from Monique said, I DM'd you on Twitter, the Pinocchio video. I'm going right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Here it is. The disgruntled moderate says, question, do you think the male jurors would ask the female jurors about the physical injuries? Yes. A maker's mark, I think maker's mark. Yes. A maker's mark bottle would cause. Also, YouTube, Elaine, blah, 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 Kate Moss reaction. It's a short but hilarious. I got to check this out. YouTube, Elaine. Let me write it down. Elaine Breadhoft, Kate Moss reaction. You see, you guys got me writing down fucking everything. Thank you for the $10 super chat, but I want to check this out. It's hilarious. I like to laugh at this crap. Here you go. Amber Heard PR team doing damage control. They're doing a good job though. They're throwing out some good shade out there. You know, they got to do what they got to do. I respect it. You know, they've been making a little living. Speaking of lying, did you know Amber is getting investigated for perjury for smuggling her dogs in 2015? Yeah, I heard about that. Would this case get infected? I'm thinking affected, even if it's a different issue. Well, it's two different jurisdictions. That's in Australia. This is the United States. So it's two totally different issues. I don't think you're gonna have to. You're just not gonna have the same issues. And it may, if she's caught lying in this case, but I don't think she's got any problems. If she's caught perjury there, they're gonna take over there. Great summary of the Amber Heard lying. Which seems unreasonable. Hope it gets clipped for others. Sorry about my rant. I ranted it out. 24/7 YouTube coverage leads legal experts make more money. That's true. When they speak on what real victims would never do, say, forget. That should stop. You are not licensed. 24/7 YouTube coverage leads legal experts to make more money when they speak on what real victims would never say, do, or forget. True. That's true. They should stop. No one should do that. No one should be saying what a real victim would do. I agree, because everyone acts differently, right? But secret me, I do want to say we have two, right? Not just one, not just one. We've heard two licensed experts, right? Dr. Curry and Dr. Hughes. They are at the top of the field when it comes to what victims would do. And one is saying Amber Heard is not a victim. She's a goddamn liar. The other one is saying Amber Heard is a victim, right? So I, as someone who is not licensed, who don't know what the hell they're talking about, I do have a degree in psychology, but I am not saying I am nowhere near where the hell they're at. So I'm going to take their testimony and I judge it based on the evidence that they provide. So yeah, if Dr. Curry says these are what victims tend to do, I'm going to say this is what she said, and this was that's the way we do it. So you're right. I personally don't know, but I'm trusting that those experts that they put up know, and that's what I'm judging. So it just is what it is. Thank you. Thanks again for the super chat, and thanks again for also reminding us that we have to be careful. But yeah, I'm judging what Dr. Curry says. I'm not just making this up and saying this is what I believe a victim would do, because at the end of the day, I don't believe she's a victim, but I think my reasons for not believing she's a victim are valid and they're reasonable. And if they're not, you can challenge me. Anybody can challenge me. I will not, you can definitely challenge me on this thing. So let me also thank for the new member. Thank you for becoming a member. Boom. Membership. Thanks for becoming a member. So let me grab all these super chats. Here we go. Nate spitting fire. Yes, we're gonna be spitting it for a little while longer, because remember, right after this, we are headed to Nate and Eric. Link is in the description. We are going there and we are going to be doing this. We're going to be doing this. We're going to be looking at the Amber Heard reenactments, which is going to be hilarious. Let me start these. We are going to be looking at to show you how, the lies. To show you guys also, I want to make sure, because there are some Amber Heard fans in the chat. Listen, God bless you guys. Thank you. If you believe she's telling the truth, you can convince me, but give me some evidence. I'm not believing just whatever she's saying. But yeah, you got to give me something better than believe all women or believe Amber. That should just not happening, right? That should just not happening. You got to give me more than that. But if you do believe Amber, give me your best evidence. Give me what you got, because I want to be with you. And if I believe what you're giving me, I'm gonna, you can DM me on my Twitter. DMs are open and everything. DM me your evidence, and I'll look at them and like, oh shit, I was wrong. She's right about this, but I haven't seen that. I've been begging for it. I've been literally begging for it, and I haven't seen it. So if you guys feel that something's out there that I'm missing, that I need to see, I'm looking at everything. It just, I don't want to be fooled. I don't want to be one of those ones out there, oh, she's lying, and all this evidence out there. But if there's secret evidence, there's a lot of it out there, because I haven't seen shit. I don't know if anybody else has seen it. Let me know, because I haven't seen shit. Everything she's saying seems to be straight up lies. There's a little truth in it, but they all seem to be straight up fucking lies. All right, I'm gonna get to the super chats 1 second. Let me just finish off this article. So this article essentially is telling us, and I want to end. It says end. Otherwise, this is the final. What's it called? The final. Like, this is the point of the whole article. This is the final thing. This is what they end on. Fans may believe wholeheartedly that their idols are innocent, but serious accusations need to be taken seriously. Descriptions of abuse should be made into a jaunty comedy clips. Otherwise, we risk creating a world where people turn to TikTok videos for the final word instead of the courts. Now, I understand why this person ended the video ended their article like this, but she's almost acting like we're not watching the trial. She's acting like we're not watching the trial, right? We are watching the trial. We're reacting to a public trial where someone's making public accusations, and we are seeing that the person seems not to be being honest. That's what the fuck we're doing. And it's like, you're damned if you do and damned if you. I'm damned if I look at the trial and say, this is bullshit, but then I'm damned if I don't look at the trial because they come to an opinion. What the fuck can I do? It's just, she just wants me to ignore it. She wants us all to ignore it and stay silent. And then whatever the jury comes down to, say, yes, that's the opinion, and just move on. That's just not the way the fucking world works. I'm sorry, man. This is not the way the world works. You're being ridiculous here. Let me get this super chat. I'm a lawyer wannabe. Hey, don't worry about it. There's a whole bunch of us out there. So people want to make it, but don't, becoming a lawyer was a hell of a thing. But I loved it though. I loved it. I just love law school. I love learning, and law school was just part of that, learning how, because law is a bit more about interactions between people and not interactions between things. So it's really how we treat each other, and that's why I like the law. Markle says, Markley says, I was a Depp fan who wrote him off when this first came out. The media pretending most of us didn't do that before the facts started coming out. Yeah. And there's a lot of people. There's so many people I've met who are just like that, who are just like the like, yo, I believed it, but it was just, it just wasn't it. Seems like Amber has even come up with new stories to further defame Depp. Yes, exiled. I love you. Yes. The stories are getting more and more insane to defame Depp. I just don't know why. I don't know. It just, and then if you say I don't believe it, you get an article like this saying that you're an asshole. It's like, what? No, I don't believe the stories. I'm fucking looking at the trial. What more do you want? Want me to lie? Surely Amber Heard's witnesses are just going to come on and corroborate her story. I'm hoping so. They wouldn't call them if they were going to contradict her, right? I'm assuming so. But again, I haven't seen any of her witnesses. I can only base my opinion off of things that I've seen, right? So the things that I've seen, I've explained it to you. Just scroll back this video. I've explained exactly what I've seen. I've explained what I think everybody else has seen, because that's the only thing we have seen. So, and that's why, I don't know if you were here, but I specifically said my mind can be changed, right? Earlier, my mind was Johnny Depp's the abuser. Then the evidence came out from her, the videotapes, the audio tapes came out where she admitted hitting him. Then my mind was like, maybe he's not the abuser. Maybe we're here 50-50. Then the trial started. In the trial, I was like, all right, 50-50. Then he started talking. I was like, well, he's just talking shit, right? Of course he's going to say I didn't do anything. I expect that from him, right? But what's he got to back his story up? That's what I'm talking about. The backup, right? I'm talking about cops. I'm talking about lawyers. I'm talking about doctors. All those people who are talking. That's who I'm talking about. Commencing. Now I'm at Amber Heard. She hasn't given me anything yet. But the shit she's given me conflicts with the shit she said before. That's where we're at. So I'm hoping she has it. Question. Who's the better actor? AH or Jussie Smollett? Well, AH seems to still got people thinking she's telling the truth. So I'm going to say AH right now. And the Oscar goes to, but that acting job on the stand is just so horrible. It's just bad. I'm telling you. It's like if you guys want to see how bad it is, right? I usually don't say this, but so for the behavioral panels, right? I love the behavioral artists. So I watch them all. The behavioral panel did something yesterday. So I watch them all. And my boy, Eric Hunley, who I'm going to be on in less than 10 minutes with. So Eric, don't forget, I'm literally leaving from here and going there. We're going to do the Amber Heard stuff. So I'm trying to redirect you guys, but if you can't redirect, link is in the description. Just click on that link and we'll go, and we're headed over there. Where was it at? Which I was just wondering. Oh, here it is. Who's the better actor? AH or Jussie Smollett? I'm going to say AH right now, because she is actually she's winning that battle. She's winning the battle in terms of, there's still people out there to believe. I don't think there's any reasonable person who believes Jussie Smollett, but I think there are people out there who still believe Amber Heard, and I think this needs to play out. Because again, she hasn't put on her full case, so I'm a little afraid to say I just totally believe. But as of right now, if you ask me to vote as a juror, she's liable. Johnny's going to win. That's the way I'm voting from right now, and that's where I think Johnny Depp wants this case to be at halftime. A lot of people saw how the media lied about Kyle Rittenhouse. Facts. They did. And to know that, even my most liberal friends, right, the people who are on the far left, I'm talking about marching in the streets far left, believe that Rittenhouse is now innocent because they watched the trial with us. They believe the narrative, and they believe. So Rittenhouse is one of those cases too. Politics ruins everything, you know. Danny says, I'd be interested to see if this writer had any takes on the Rittenhouse while that case was ongoing and it was dignified. Yeah. We're not dignifying Amber Heard's lies enough, which still pisses me off. It's like, really? We're not dignifying her lies? Come on. This one says, this is from a bear in the woods. Just like with Juicy, she will lose in court. She will be mocked, but will never be held accountable. Grass green, water wet, birds fly, Amber lies. I don't know if you meant that to rhyme, but I might even use that. That's actually pretty cool. I feel like I can rap it, right? Grass grows, water flies, birds fly, and Amber lies. I could put a beat behind that. All right. You trying to get me into a rap song here. All right. Neil W says, he gets finger, gets chopped off, and she gets a flight back to the US. Yeah, right. That is true. Mary says it was brilliant for Depp to make sure this was televised. Yes. Hey, let me know. I think Depp is one. That getting this thing put on TV, one, because they can't, like, and think about how important this is. So, Mary, you brought up such an important point. I'm going to say it. I'm going to spend a couple of seconds on this. This is so important because look at the Kim Kardashian Black China trial, or even look at the Cardi B defamation case that just happened. Look at those two cases. We don't really know what happened, right? We know they won. We know there was some testimony, but you really don't know what happened, right? You get reports. And that's the funneling I'm talking about. See, with the Kim Kardashian they just were sued for defamation and won, right? But you don't really know what happened in that case. We understand because the news media was feeding us stuff, but we don't really have a full picture. It's like everybody you talk to about that trial, it's like, yeah, I know this, I know bites, I know certain little things, but you don't know really what happened. And that is why Johnny Depp said, I want everything out there, right? I want this to be televised, right? Because he couldn't trust the mainstream media to put the story out. He couldn't think about that. Think about his situation. He had been canceled. They had called him a wife beater. He had lost that case. And he couldn't get the story out that, hey, I'm the one who's the victim. So let's just televise it all. Because he wanted to skip that step of letting the news media narrate what was going on. And now that they can't, they're in this bubble, right? Now attack other people who are covering it. That's all this is. That's all the Guardian's doing. That's all the Insider's doing. They're attacking us for covering the story. And we're not even covering a story. We're just letting you see the facts for what they are. And that's why they're after us. But you're so right. Let me finish reading your super chat. Sorry. He had to have full-blown coverage so he could get fairness. Yes. Amen to that, sister. Amen to that. And that's the reason why, and it was so lucky he won that, because if he lost that, we might even be having a different understanding of where this case is. This says, I am taking Amber at her word. She said she hit, not punch, but hit him. So I'm inclined to believe her own words. Why I believe Johnny. Her own words are why I believe Johnny. Yes. Amen to that. I'm with you 2,000%. This one says, Emmett Till, a woman's tears. Some ladies are scared because they are losing the damsel in distress card. Equality is sucking for M. I don't think the damsel distress card was being played. I think what they're mad at is that they had sold us a story, hook, line, and sinker. They sold us a story, hook, line, and sinker. And now we see that the story was BS. That's what they're fighting against. And I don't have to sell you the story. I just got to show it to you. Just watch the court case, right? That's what they're afraid about. And that's what they're saying, right? We should do it more dignified. We shouldn't make fun of it. We shouldn't make fun of the lies. We should just, she lied, and just be dignified about it. Think about somebody saying we should be dignified in watching TV. How do you, what are you talking about? F-bombs. Nate is the best, Nate. Thank you, Poppy Killjoy. Kamaran says, resulting from the dog story. Yeah, how does your dog step on a bee? I still don't understand that. I'm like, I don't know. My dog stepped on a bee. I don't know. Resulting from the dog story in Australia, there are lots of news pics of media pics of her at the time. No cut on her forearms or feet. Not a single bruise. Yeah. Oh, look, listen, nothing corroborates this woman's story. Nothing. I got 3 minutes. So please, no more super chats because I don't think I'll be able to catch them all, but I'm going to try to get through them in this rapid fire session. So I'm going rapid fire super chats. I'm going to be reading, not answering a lot of questions just because I'm going to get through them, and I'm going to get out of here. Remember, follow me over to Nate and Eric. Link is in the description. We're going right into memes. We're going right into the story, and we're going to have a lot of fun because we're going to be watching a lot of these videos that people are sending. We're going to go watch them right now with Viva, with Legal Bites, and we're going to jump all over it. So come check it out with us. There are so many shifty grifter lawyers making me go broke. Appreciate all the perspective you lot offer. Thank you so much, Matthew. It's a $2 one. Doesn't help. You can Google her lies so fast. That's true. That's why I think this 2 weeks may have hurt her. I'm going to let me get the rapid fire for the last ones that have come in because I want to try to get those. Oops. Come on, get out of here. Oops. These, I'm clearing them out. All right, this one is Sting. Let me get the rest of these super chats, and you guys have hit me, but I'm going to get them. And please, these are the last super chats I'm reading right now before I have to go. So we're going to see if I can get them in 3 minutes. So here we go. I got to search. Boom. All right. Super chat. Bella's mom, been a victim of abuse, worked as a mechanic, and male colleagues tell me what they deal with. I informed them it's abuse. Audio shows who the abuser is. Team Depp. Yes, I think the audio clearly shows that Amber was the abuser and Johnny was the victim. I don't think anybody's going to deny that. I don't think even Amber's doctor can deny that. A little baby told me that there's going to be a cell phone video introduced showing Depp's scream. Is this MAGA country? Before drop kicking Amber in her face. I want to see that. If that's there, that's going to be powerful stuff. So I need to see that. Actually, I think Amber thinks she's telling the truth. Her psychosis is so bad. She has to continue the way she sees the world. Concerned when she gets mentally broken on cross. Go Nate. Yeah, I think yeah. Oh my God, I want to cross her so bad. It's crazy. I would love to. Cross-examination. Don't get me started. Love your energy. Next big case, made for money quality. Second and third trial coming up. Law professor Daniel Markle. There is a YouTube channel that has been covering for years. Mentor lawyer. Please take a look. All right, I'm definitely gonna check that out. I'm going to write down, what's the name of it? Prof. Markle. It's like Meghan Markle. All right. I'm hoping I can find it off that. But I can't write down everything because I'm running through super chats. So thank you guys again. Desiree says, I've been reading these kinds of articles and I keep saying to myself, are they even watching the same trial? It's wild how they keep defending her. Yeah. But they're entrenched though, right? They're entrenched. They got to. Actual victims have come out and publicly called Amber. Yeah, of course. Yeah. I've seen it so many times. There were so many have come out. Thank you, Stacy, for the $5 super sticker. Here we go. Will the jury learn that Amber hasn't released her texts? I believe so. I believe they're going to get a negative inference especially about the metadata. So Amber's I think she's in a little trouble with that. My assumption is the mainstream media is banking on swaying the persuadables that haven't kept up to date with the footage from the trial, winning the moral high ground. And that's what they're trying to play. That's exactly what this article is trying to play, the moral high ground. here for the rants. Thank you for the $2. But yeah, I think they are playing for the gullible, for the people who haven't won, and that's essentially what they're playing for, what they're hoping for. Straight up. Now tell me, is Amber going to lie forever? Or are we just gonna have fun? Well, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun watching her lie, which is great. Whenever you can catch somebody in something that's crazy, it's always great. And the last couple of super chats before I have to get out of here. Boom, it's 12 o'clock. Nate, very first time I saw you, you were leaning AH. See, told you. Everyone said wait until the tapes. Glad you came around, even if he loses the case he's won. Amen to that. And now, with that said, I have to run because I have the 12 o'clock with Eric. But listen, thank you guys so much for being. Thank you guys for also giving up these super chats, which really, really helps us out, helps the stream grow, and help the channel grow. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all that great YouTube stuff. Go again. The link is in the description for Nate and Eric. We're gonna go look at the Amber Heard memes as of right now. So I really want to thank you. Thank you. Oh, Tom Bird hit me with a 50. Thank you. Is that Tan Bird? Love the breakdown, Nate. Evidence-based reasoning is what's that? And now I can't read the words. To the writer of the article, I'm assuming it's mock away, and keep ranting. Thank you. I don't know why Antemia. I'm not sure. First time I've seen the word spelled out, but hey, I am not as good as I thought I was. I gotta get better in my English language. Thank you, Tan. Thank you for this $50. Thank you for listening to my rants, and thank you everybody for stopping by and enjoying this content. My name is Nate the Lawyer. I am going over there now to go and rant with Eric. So again, come join us, rant, come join us. It's right there. Link is in the description. Don't forget, Nate and Eric, we're going live now. See you guys hopefully in 2 or 3 seconds. Peace.